Now, the police have never showed us the note, okay, but I want to fucking see the note. I want to see where there's something else there, like the numbers 32, 32, or the skull and bones number 322. Come on, let's see that fucking note. G'day, beer lovers. Yeah, Jeroen, mate, again here. G'day, beer lovers. When I was a child, my father belonged to a secret society. Yeah, he was enticed to join a group called the Freemasons, the Masonic Lodge. He was only in it for a couple of years because it just totally bored him, yeah. And I tried to get some information out of him. I wanted to know what the fuck went on there. And my father didn't tell me much because they're all bound by a code of secrecy. Yeah, when you join, you're not supposed to fucking say or tell anyone what actually goes on there. But he told me a few things, right? He said there's a lot of ceremony and a lot of ritual that's going on there, a lot of symbology, okay? You know, I've still got my dad's Freemason apron. Yeah, see all this weird shit on, all these little tassels and stuff. You know, you got their symbols of their little set squares and stuff like that. You know, I've got my dad's gloves. Now, what's the story with them is that when you go to a meeting, everyone is supposed to go anonymous. You're not supposed to know what everyone else fucking does for a living, okay? And one way you can tell what people do for a living is by looking at their hands. You know, like if you feel the hands of a bricklayer or someone who works with concrete and plaster, you know, they'd feel rough and dry. And you could tell that they were a tradesman. Someone like me, I'm just a fucking pen pusher, you know. I'd have silky smooth hands, you know. So you could tell that I work in an office. Yeah. So Freemasonry is all about ritual and symbolism. He also told me that one way a Mason can tell another Mason is by the fucking handshake. And I'll show you their secret fucking handshake, okay? This has probably never been seen on a YouTube video before. But when you shake someone's hand, if you put pressure on that little part of the hand there, right? So if someone's shaking your hand and they put their fucking thumb there and put pressure on it, you can tell that they're a fucking Freemason. Yeah, that's something to know. Okay, alright, let's move on. Okay, now I'm going to be talking about the Vegas Massacre. Okay, and I think I've worked out who's behind it. Okay, but you've got to follow my rationale. Okay, alright, now, the massacre was committed by a bloke called Stephen Paddock, and he was on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel, number 32, okay? Now, the police recovered 23 firearms in his hotel room. 23. That's 32 reversed, okay? Same numbers, okay? Now, do you remember that interview that they had with Stephen Paddock's brother? You know, where he said, oh, I don't fucking believe what he did, and oh, if you had known Stephen, you knew that he couldn't do such a thing, and he was wishing that maybe when they do the autopsy that Stephen's got some fucking tumour in his head that would explain everything, you know? You remember that? Well, it was carried out outside his brother's house. Okay, now I'm going to flash up an image here. Okay, now that's his brother outside his house. Check out the number on his house. The number 320. We got that number again. 32. 32. Now, I want to talk about a secret society. The secret society I want to talk about is called the Skull and Bones Society. Now, it's a secret organisation, and check out their logo. Okay, so you can see it's a skull and bones with the number 322 in it. We've got that number again, 32. Now, who are the fucking Skull and Bones Society? Okay, well, they're a secret society based at Yale University, and it was founded in 1832. Now, Membership of the Skull and Bones Society is exclusively limited to white Protestant males throughout their history, okay? No females allowed, apparently. The Skull and Bones Society is featured a lot in conspiracy theories. David Icke has got it in for him. He talks about them all the time. Now, according to conspiracists, their role is global domination. It's a global conspiracy for world control. In other words, they are the fucking Illuminati. I think everyone's heard of that term, the Illuminati. That's the elite of the world. The theory is the elite control the world. Now I want to talk about something else, some symbolism, which I think is all tied up with this event, okay? Now this country music concert that occurred in Vegas below the Mandalay Bay Hotel was called the Route 91 Harvest Festival. Now I want to focus on that word, harvest. The symbolism I see is that of a human harvest. A blood sacrifice occurring before the pyramid and the Sphinx. Okay, I'll flash up an image of the symbolism. Okay, this is the map of where the concert occurred in relation to the Mandalay Bay Hotel, the Sphinx and the pyramid. So what we had was a human harvest, perhaps carried out by the Skull and Bones Society. Like I said, all these secret societies, it's all about ritual and symbolism, okay? They're really into that sort of stuff, okay? And I think they like to play with our minds as well. Now, there was also a note left behind by Stephen Paddock in his hotel room. Now, the police have never showed us the note. They just said it was something very abstract, something that didn't really make sense. And then they said it was just a bunch of numbers. Yeah, numbers. And then they later said that they think they've worked the numbers out, and it was Stephen Paddock's calculations working out the trajectory angles of the way he was going to carry out a blood sacrifice. Okay. Now, the police have never showed us the note. Okay. But I want to fucking see the note. I want to see where there's something else there, like the numbers 32, 32, or the Skull and Bones number 322. Come on, let's see that fucking note.